Here are today's contestants. Mr. Air, an avid air quality enthusiast specializing in building heating, cooling, and ventilation. Mr. H2O, an expert in investigating water consumption and filtration. Mr. Energy, a specialist in energy waste and consumption. Mrs. Waste, an ecologist studying waste and conservation and used resources. And your host, Mr. Eco.
Hello everybody, hello. Hello, welcome to the show. I'd like to thank our 4 contestants for coming in today. We're going to have a series of questions for you guys to answer. We'll start out with question number 1. Mr. Air, you are up first.
I'll take air quality for 100.
Air quality for 100. What is the sign of a bad air filter?
This one's got to be dusty supply registers, difficulty breathing, and insufficient performance. At Norwich Tech, all of our air filters are regularly cleaned and do not cause any troubles breathing that we know of. Our air filters have very sufficient performance. A national survey of schools found that 40% new children and staff adversely affected by indoor pollutants. We need to lower that percentage significantly. Taking care of our air filters is a huge way to prevent respiratory issues such as asthmatic problems occurring in schools.
Mr. Air, that is very much so correct. You may choose the next question.
I'll take water consumption 100.
Water consumption for 100. How many leaky fixtures does Norwich Tech have?
Pretty sure Norwich Tech currently has 6 fixtures that leak. Compared to Platt Tech that has 12, Norwich Tech preserves more water, making us a more efficient school.
Mr. H2O, that is very much so correct. You may choose the next question.
I'll take energy usage for 100.
Energy usage for 100. Would changing to T8 fixtures to T5 fixtures be energy efficient at Norwich Tech?
Well, Mr. Eco, the answer's not too hard. A standard T8 fixture draws an average of 32 watts. A standard T5 fixture draws an average of 28 watts. Norwich Tech has 1,852 T8 bulbs. Over the course of 9 months, with lights being on 5 days a week, 7 hours a day, the T5 fixtures would draw 65,338.56 kilowatt hours. T8 fixtures over the same period would use 74,672.64 kilowatt hours. T8 fixtures are generally cheaper than T5s, but one major difference is their efficiency. T8s are less efficient than T5s, and T8s generally cost $3 to $5 per fixture, while T8s are anywhere between, I think, $5.50 to $12. However, T5s are 99 lbw and T8s are 90 lbw, and both bulbs have the same color render rate index or quality of light at 85 CRI.
So, what you're telling me is by changing bulbs, we're changing the amount of energy we spend?
Yes.
Alright, you got that correct. You may choose the next question.
I think I'm going to go with garbage disposal for 100.
Garbage disposal for 100. How much money would Grasso Tech and Norwich Tech save on fertilizer by using worms in their composting? What is the process of using worms in their compost called, and what does it do?
Well, Mr. Eco, compost is soil with plenty of nutrients that can help your plant thrive. Now you see Grasso Tech makes their own compost by using food scraps and other compostable items from the culinary department. By using vermicomposting, which is using worms to create fertilizer, you can make your own fertilizer by using mixture of food waste, bedding materials, and vermicast.
Mrs. Waste, that is very much so correct. You may pick the next question.
I'm going to go with air quality for 200.
Air quality for 200. What should be located by the thermostat in a room and why?
100% this one's a return air register. If you put the thermostat too far away from the return air register, the unit will short cycle, and that'll make huge temperature swings. Large temperature swings are inefficient and can be highly expensive. Norwich Tech's thermostats are all located right near the return air.
Mr. Air, that is correct. You may choose the next question.
I'll take water consumption 200.
Water consumption 200. All right, next question. Would it be beneficial for Norwich Tech to water the grass and fields with gray water?
Yeah, of course it would. Gray water is just wastewater generated from showers, baths, sinks, and more, which can be recycled for other uses. It's extremely beneficial because it's recycled used water and allows us to reuse it by watering the fields and saves us from using clean, potable water.
Mr. H2O, that is very much so correct. You may choose the next question.
Let's go with energy usage for 200.
Energy usage for 200. How much energy would Norwich Tech save if we turned off the computers after school? How much would we save if we put them on sleep mode? And how can we encourage teachers to turn off their computers at the end of the day?
Well, Mr. Eco, that's a pretty easy question. Norwich Tech annually uses 101,959 kilowatts of energy due to leaving the computers on after school and not putting them on sleep mode. Desktops use between, maybe 60 to 250 watts while on. On sleep mode, a computer uses 2 watts or less. So putting computers to a sleep mode would save at least 58 watts, while a computer is not in use at school. We're going to develop a flyer to send to all the teachers at Norwich Tech, informing them of both the cost and savings that can be made if computers are turned off at the end of the day.
Mr. Energy, very good answer to the question. You received that question correctly, and you may choose the next question.
All right, I'm going to go with garbage disposal for 200.
Garbage disposal for 200. What are some items that can be composted on site here at Norwich Tech?
Well, this question's pretty easy. The main things at Grasso Tech compost are food scraps from the culinary department, sawdust from the carpentry shops, and other things that Grasso Tech compost are grass clippings, shredded paper, junk mail, old masking tape, white glue, and paste. Compared to other schools, Grasso is much more efficient because they reuse most items when other schools just throw it away.
Mrs. Wace, that answer is correct. You may choose the next question.
Air quality for 300.
Air quality for 300. What is the average temperature swing for a classroom here at Norwich Tech?
Alright man, let's get this straight. Our school does not have much of a temperature swing because each room has a thermostat and they can adjust 5 degrees. Temperature swings can cause a unit to constantly come on and off, which raises the electrical bill and overall energy consumption. The average temperature swing for a system that is not properly calibrated would be consistent of 6 to 8 degrees.
Mr. Air, that is very much so correct. Very good answer. You may choose the next question.
Water consumption 300.
Water consumption for 300. Norwich Tech currently has 44 standard laboratory sinks in the building. What is the GPM, gallons per minute, of water that the standard Norwich Tech laboratory sink uses, and how does it compare to other schools?
Well, there you go. Norwich Tech standard laboratory sinks use 0.5 gallons of water per minute. At Platt Tech, their sinks use 2.5 gallons of water per minute. If 500 students use a sink for 1 minute per day, Norwich Tech would only use 250 gallons of water. At Platt Tech, they would use 1,250 gallons of water. If they used it for 180 days, Platt Tech would use 225,000 gallons of water, while Norwich Tech would only use 45,000 gallons of water, saving us 180,000 gallons of water a year.
Mr. H2O, you answered that question correctly. You may choose the next question.
I'll take energy usage for 300.
Energy usage for 300. What type of lighting does Norwich Tech have in its gym? Would it be cost efficient to change the gym lighting?
Well, the answer is pretty obvious. Norwich Tech gym lighting uses 320 watt metal halide lights. Changing Norwich Tech's lighting in the gym to 150 watt high bay LED lights would be much more efficient, and we would still have the necessary lumens for our gym. Using 320 watt metal halide lights, we would use 35,040 kilowatt hours a year, costing the school, I think, $3,370.76 over the course of 180 days. 150 watt LED high bay lights would only use 16,425 kilowatt hours a year, costing the school only $2,246.40. So this saves us $1,071.36.
Mr. Energy, you answered that question very thoroughly, and you've gotten it correct. You may choose the next question.
I'm going to go with garbage disposal for 300.
Garbage disposal for 300. All right, how can we continue to keep Grasso Tech and Norwich Tech staff and students recycling?
Some ways to motivate the staff and students to recycle are by making the recycling bins more noticeable around the school. Some other ways are to make flyers and put them around the school. Lastly, you can make a contest that would really motivate the students to recycle.
Mrs. Waste, that is very much so correct. You may choose the next question.
Air quality for 400.
Air quality for 400. The boilers run during the summer at Norwich Tech because of a few rooms get cold. What is the solution to this?
Okay, bro. One thing we could do is install a small boiler that runs in those rooms. Another option is install baseboard heat. Running a large commercial boiler in the summer is very expensive and can achieve heating small areas with more efficient, smaller equipment, such as electric heaters.
Mr. Air, I did not know that we ran the heat at the same time as the air conditioner. Your investigation seems ways to improve that. You answered that question correctly. You may choose the next question.
Let's go with water consumption 400.
Water consumption for 400. What is the GPF, gallons per flush, that a standard Norwich Tech toilet uses?
Well, you know, Mr. Eco, a Norwich Tech standard toilet has a gallons per flush of 1.6 gallons. Comparing this to older schools such as Flat Tech, their standard toilet has a gallons per flush of 3 gallons, making Norwich Tech more efficient because comparing it to Flat Tech, we save over a gallon of water every time we flush a toilet.
Wow, that is a flushing discovery. You got that answer correctly. You may choose the next question.
I'll go energy usage for 400.
Energy usage for 400. What is the yearly kilowatts used at Norwich Tech? How much does this cost the school? What can be done to reduce the amount of kilowatts drawn by the school?
Well, let me think about that. I think over the course of a year, Norwich Tech uses about 3,474,400 kilowatts on computers. So this costs us, I want to say, $460,815.16. We can reduce the amount of kilowatts by putting all computers on a sleep mode and turning all electronics off at the end of the day.
Mr. Energy, very good discovery. You and your classmates, you guys got that correct. You may choose the next question.
Alright, I'm going to stick with what's been working, and I'm going to go with garbage disposal for 400.
Garbage disposal for 400. What items are recycled at Norwich Tech and Grasso Tech? What does Norwich Tech and Grasso Tech save by recycling these items?
Well, Mr. Eco, some things that are recycled at Norwich Tech and Grasso Tech are paper cans, cardboards, light bulbs, computers, electronics, oil, batteries, and compost are recycled at Norwich Tech and Grasso. A 4-yard paper and cardboard recycling dumpster is picked up once per week and at around $63 per month. The computers and electronics go back to the state with no cost to us, along with oil and batteries that go to automotive to be reused and recycled.
Mrs. Wace, you answered that correctly. You may choose the next question.
I'm going to go for air quality for 500.
Air quality for 500. All right, based on your results during PLT, Project Learning Tree, what is your suggestions to improve the efficiency at Norwich Tech and Grasso Tech in the air quality investigation?
Yo, dog, listen up. We want to lower the bill during the months of August and July by purchasing 2 1,500-watt baseboard heaters. Running a large commercial boiler in the summer is very expensive, and we can achieve heating small areas with more efficient baseboard heaters. In 2013, during the month of August and July, our school spent approximately $4,000 for the gas bill each month. Electric baseboard heaters can be added to smaller areas that require heat.
All right, Dog, it seems you have answered that question correctly. You and your classmates completed your investigation, and that is the best suggestion. Thank you very much. Next question, please.
This game's in the bag for me, and I'll pass it on to water consumption 500.
All right, he thinks he has the lead, but water consumption for 500. All right, based on your results during PLT, Project Learning Tree, what is your suggestions to improve the efficiency at Norwich Tech and Grasso Tech in the water consumption filtration investigation?
By repairing all leaks, installing a gray water system to collect gray water to water our fields, and to shorten the automated faucet water dispenser time, we can save thousands of gallons per year in water consumption. Schools such as Grasso Tech have taken measures to improve their water consumption by repairing leaky faucets.
Mr. H2O, I would like to congratulate you with that question and your peers in your water consumption investigation here at PLT. You may ask the next question.
Energy usage for 500.
All right, long pause, but energy usage for 500. Based on your results during PLT, project learning tree. What is your suggestions to improve the efficiency at Norwich Tech and Grasso Tech in the energy usage investigation?
Well, during our PLT investigations, we've improved our school's efficiency by turning off half of the hallway lights at Norwich Tech. Certain areas of our school, especially the hallways, have well over the recommended amount of 10 to 20 foot candles. For example, one hallway had a foot candle reading of 1,180 foot candles. By turning off half of the lights, we can reduce energy consumption in places such as hallways that have way too many foot candles. Another way we could improve our school's efficiency is by turning off the air conditioning in certain parts of the building where no one is working during the summer months.
Well, Mr. Energy, very good answer. I'd like to see your PLT swag, and I'd like to congratulate you and your peers on your energy usage investigation. Congratulations, that is correct. You may choose the next question.
You know, there's a lot of options on the board right now, but I'm gonna go with garbage disposal for 500.
All right, garbage disposal for 500. Based on your results during PLT, Project Learning Tree, what is the suggestions you can make to better the efficiency at Norwich Tech and Grasso Tech in the waste investigation?
Conclude our investigation by taking measures to encourage the staff and students to recycle using the vermicomposting method for compost, and to continue recycle grass clippings, shredded paper, junk mail, old masking tape, white glue, and paste. The end result will make Grasso Tech a more efficient school and save Grasso money in purchasing fertilizer, compost, and more.
Mrs. Waste, very good. I'd like to congratulate you and all of your students that participated in your PLT investigation for waste consumption. All right, we have come to the time in our show that we do our final Jeopardy question. I will ask the question, and any of the 4 contestants can buzz in and try to answer the last question to the best of their ability. Woo!
Come on!
So, Mr. Energy, final Jeopardy, huh?
I can't believe we made it this far. It's amazing.
I know. Congratulations to not only you, not only your classmates, but your entire school, including your PLT investigations. I'd like to congratulate you guys. You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
We do have the final Jeopardy. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I think I got this.
All right. I'm going to answer the question, or I'm going to ask the question. You're going to answer the question, and we'll see how you do. All right?
All right, let's do it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. What can we do as a school to reduce the amount of energy consumption at Norwich Technical High School? How much will we save, and how can we enforce the recommendations so that they are truly effective?
Let me think about that. Well, I think one of the most effective things that Norwich Tech can do to reduce energy consumption is to replace all the metal highlights in the gym with LED fixtures, because the LEDs last twice as long as the metal highlights. All the metal highlights use 30,000 watts just to operate, but the LEDs would reduce the watt usage just to 4,500 watts, with the same lumen output. If the lights in the gym will run for 10 hours a day, for 180 days a year, then the cost of metal highlights will be, I think, $3,317.76, while it will only cost $1,071.36 to run the LEDs. Another thing that we could do is to change the outdoor lighting. Right now we have 250 watt metal halide lights that use 53,655 kilowatt hours a year. If we switch the outdoor lighting to 120 watt LEDs, the kilowatt hours would be reduced to 25,754.4 kilowatt hours. Switching to the LED lights would be a 52% decrease in energy consumption for the outdoor lighting, saving Norwich Tech $4,464.10 a year. In total, our school can save $5,535.46 a year just by these little recommendations.
So just by changing light bulbs in the gym and on the outside of the exterior building can save $5,500.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's pretty amazing.
That is a good discovery. Again, congratulations to your whole school on doing a great job. So even though you got the answer right, I believe that everybody is a winner when we come to an energy efficient school, that we are saving as much energy as we can. So I'd like to bring back all our contestants to the stage and congratulate everybody, every single student and faculty member that helped out with our PLT investigations. Welcome to the stage, you guys are, congratulations.